of a stitch.
The first hearing, going public, on the January 6th committee was just as we thought it was going to be. It put the spotlight on everything we already knew, that Donald Trump was 100% responsible for the attack on January 6, 2021. That was on the complete motive of him trying to steal the election from Joe Biden and remain in power, using his empty-headed supporters to do it. But instead of doing the right thing, which is running like hell, scared for his life like a wounded dog, Donald Trump decided to go on Truth Social, his personal media platform, and decide to bitch and piss and moan about everything that was uncovered. And there was a lot uncovered. He threw shade against all pieces of evidence, all videos. Now, I have to laugh at looking at a lot of this because, quite honestly, the truths are just, you can have them. But anyway, here they are. Here's what Trump says. Bill Barr was a weak and frightened attorney general. Hold on a second. I need to get my voice right. Bill Barr was a frightened attorney general who was always being played and threatened by the Democrats, who was scared stiff of being impeached. How do you not get impeached? Do nothing or say nothing, especially about the rigged and stolen election, or to put it another way, the crime of the century. The Democrats hit pay dirt with Barr. He was stupid and ridiculous. He said there was no problem with the election, and they let him alone. It worked for him, but not for our country. Oh, God. Oh, Lord. This is exactly what Trump is talking about, obviously.
Repeatedly told the president in no uncertain terms that I did not see evidence of fraud, and that would have affected the outcome of the election. And frankly, a year and a half later, I haven't seen anything to change my mind on that.
And it just keeps getting worse. It really gets even 10 times worse. He says, and another truth, he says, Bill Barr was a coward who would not let his U.S. attorney in Philadelphia, where election fraud was rampant, to think about looking at it. CTP posted a letter from the U.S. Attorney Bill McSwain. I believe that they're in action, and others were told this also. They were told, Trump. They just didn't get any evidence. They didn't find any evidence, you dumb son of a bitch. Your boy Billy Barr didn't find nothing. Attorneys across the country didn't find nothing, you dumb son of a bitch. But it gets worse. Many people spoke to me about the election results, both pro and con, but I never wavered once, not one bit, for the facts and proof. The 2020 presidential election was rigged and stolen, and look at our country now, not pretty. So, your presidency was pretty, Trump? You split this country down the middle through racial lines. You gassed unarmed protesters who weren't even anywhere near the White House or the Capitol building. The protest police brutality. You let a virus hit this country, killing hundreds of thousands of Americans now. A virus that we still haven't gotten control of, because many of your empty-headed, dumb-headed supporters are not taking the vaccine for. So things were good under your regime? Are you just looking at gas prices? Because quite honestly, If you're just looking at gas prices, then you have a very serious problem. But it gets worse. And of course, he has to throw out that BS trope of his, a one-sided, totally partisan political witch hunt. Well, we're catching a lot of witches, aren't we, Trump? We're catching a lot of the witches, aren't we? We're catching them big time. And we're going to work our way up till they get you. The head witch of them all. You, Trump. And we already got a lot of your congressmen who are about to spend a good portion of their lives in prison. But we're not going to stop till we get you behind bars. And it's coming, Trump. It's coming. But unfortunately, it would seem that Donald Trump's own daughter it seems that Trump's own daughter wasn't spared spared this at all. Ivanka Trump was not involved in or looking at or studying election results. She had long since checked out and was, in my opinion, the only trying to be respectful to Bill Barr and his position as Attorney General. He sucked. Wow. What the hell are you, 5 years old? He sucked. Are you fucking 5, you old bag of bones? But speaking of Ivanka Trump, take a look at this.
How did that affect your perspective about the election when Attorney General Barr made that statement?
It affected my perspective. I respect Attorney General Barr. So I accepted what he was saying.
So Ivanka is involved in this too? So your idea is that Ivanka just respected him. See, here's the thing, Trump. Your daughter shouldn't have been in the White House anyway, but that's another argument for later on, and we'll probably have that argument sooner or later. But the fact is, you lost the election. Your Attorney General and a slew of other people said basically that you did lose the election. Plain and simple. But here's where we get to the meat of all of it. The so-called rush on the Capitol was not caused by me. It was caused by a rigged and stolen election. Bullshit. It was caused by you, you evil motherfucker. It was all caused by you. As far as I'm concerned, Trump, matter of fact, you know what, Trump? I don't even know why I'm even going through all this, because quite honestly, you're going to prison. It's going to happen. But since everyone is curious, let's take a look at this little tweet of yours. When you were on Twitter, you tweeted this at on December 19th, 2020 at 1:42 a.m. for God knows what reason you did in the middle of the night. Anyway, Peter Navarro releases 36-page report alleging election fraud, more than sufficient to swing victory to Trump. A great report by Peter. Statistically impossible to have lost the 2020 election. Big protests in D.C. on January 6. Be there, will be wild. And that is what was one of the first building blocks of what led to January 6. And by that, I mean the Proud Boys. The guys that Donald Trump said to stand back and stand by. Well, they stood back and they stood by for January 6th. And we saw with our own eyes what happened on January 6th. Plain and simple. Not to mention the fact that Steve Bannon, the guy who should be in prison right now, said this on January 5th, 2021.
All hell is going to break loose tomorrow. Just understand this. All hell is going to break loose tomorrow.
Well, you were very right about that, Steve-O. It did. Plain and simple. Inspired by your former boss, Donald Trump, and inspired by you, Bannon, you both are fully responsible for what happened on January 6th.
I hope Mike is going to do the right thing. I hope so. I hope so. Because if Mike Pence does the right thing, we win the election. All Vice President Pence has to do is send it back to the states to recertify. And we become president, and you are the happiest people. Mike Pence is going to have to come through for us. And if he doesn't, that will be a sad day for our country. Because you'll never take back our country with weakness. You have to show strength, and you have to be strong.
Cruiser 50, it does look like we're going to have an ad hoc march stepping off here. There's a crowd surge heading east.
We love Trump! 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 Mike Pence, I hope you're going to stand up for the good of our Constitution and for the good of our country. And if you're not, I'm going to be very disappointed in you. I will tell you right now.
Priority. We demand protest. Peace circle. Breach the line. We need backup.
Madam Speaker,
Going to try and get compliance, but this is now effectively a riot.
49 hours declaring it a riot.
Cruiser 5 to 50, be advised, Capitol Police 1 advised they're trying to breach and get into the Capitol. Yeah, copy. We have a breach of the Capitol! Breach of the Capitol to the upper level!
Jack, be advised they're requesting additional resources on the east side as they've broken into that window and they're trying to kick it in.
Without objection, the chair declares the House in recess pursuant to Clause 12B of Rule 1.
Mike Pence didn't have the courage to do what should have been done to protect our country and our Constitution, giving states a chance to certify a corrected set of facts, not the fraudulent or inaccurate ones which they were asked to previously certify. U.S. demands the truth. We need an area for the House members. They're all walking over now through the tunnels. We're trying to hold the upper deck. We are trying to hold the upper deck now. We need to hold the doors of the Capitol. I need court support.
Cruiser 50, be advised that Capitol Police is going to start moving their resources inside. They're going to start the M4 officers first.
H208 with 4 members. The door's barricaded. There's people flooded the hallways outside. We have no way out.
people now, the American people.
What are you ready to do?
One more time.
What are you ready to do?
And whatever it takes, I'll lay my life down if it takes.
Absolutely. That's why we showed up today.
What do you say about that?
Bring her out here!
Hey!
We're coming in if you don't bring her out! Fuck you, you son of a bitch! You back up!
They were peaceful people. These were great people. The crowd was unbelievable. And I mentioned the word love. The love in the air. I've never seen anything like it.
So you're still going to keep up the bullshit that you had nothing to do with it, Trump? You're going to still keep up this BS that you didn't tell people to bum rush the Capitol after what we just saw? Not to mention this particular tweet that was read out loud by one of the Proud Boys. One of the boys you said to stand back and stand by until the time was right. You said in this tweet that was posted on January 6th at exactly 2:24 p.m. while the attack was happening.
Mike Pence didn't have the courage to do what should have been done to protect our country and our Constitution, giving states a chance to certify a corrected set of facts, not the fraudulent or inaccurate ones which they were asked to previously certify. U.S. demands the truth.
Mike Pence didn't have the courage to do what should have been done to protect our country and our Constitution. Give the states a chance to certify a set of facts, not the fraudulent or inaccurate ones which they were asked to previously certify. USA demands the truth. You see, Trump, you think you're going to get away with this shit. And you think that by retreating to your bullshit Truth Social bullshit of yours, you think you're going to be safe. But every time you open your mouth, either in person or on Fox News or any other right-wing bullshit of yours, on Truth Social, the noose keeps tightening up on you. And quite honestly, it's only a matter of time before you take that big plunge. That long plunge into mediocrity and death. The fact is this, Trump, you're going down for this. Your supporters are going to go down for this. The Senate and congressmen that enabled you, 5 of which who actually asked for pardons from you after the attack, are going down for this. Get used to it. And frankly, I'm going to enjoy every minute of you either running like the scolded coward you are to Russia, because that's what's going to happen, or facing the music, which you're too much of a coward to do, getting locked up in prison for the rest of your natural fucking life, or, and this is the big one, you sacrifice yourself. And by sacrifice yourself, I mean take the coward's way out. And quite honestly, I think that's exactly what you're heading towards. Now, you can scream, huff, and holler about how unfair it all was, all to your blue in the face, Trump. But in the end of the day, you're a criminal, and you're going to get what's coming to you, one way or the other. And for all you Trump supporters out there screaming that this is some hit job or whatever, shut up. Because I'm this close to starting investigations on all of you. And if any of you had anything to do with January 6th, your ass is mine. I will drag your asses right out of your homes, right to prison. Don't think I can't do it. Don't think I won't do it. Because I'm that crazy to do it. This bullshit you call Donald Trump's America is dead. One way or the other, it's going to end the wrong way. CTP, know the truth. God bless. Peace to the left, justice to the right.